Cocaine use can lead to some very destructive patterns. Some people have told me that they started out using cocaine socially and they thought it was fine, it was fun. And the reason they started to use it to begin with, the social people that is because what cocaine does is it traps an excessive amount of dopamine in the brain, which leads to a high, a rush, an excited feeling. And that's why they started to do it for fun. Unfortunately, what happens is the excessive use of cocaine or using cocaine over a long period of time, it becomes then a cocaine addiction. Now, the more cocaine a person takes, the more they have to take. Because what happens is they build up a tolerance. And then when they took a certain amount before, the next day they've got to take a little bit more to get that rush, to get that high feeling. Some people have told me that they take cocaine or are addicted to cocaine because for them it's an escape from reality. There are certain consequences, situations, events that happen that they want to escape from. One of the things you can begin to do is to take responsibility and start dealing with the situations that cause you to want to escape. Now, unfortunately, of all the years that I've worked with cocaine, and most people on our team have repeatedly worked with clients with cocaine problems, is that most of the time we find that they wait until it's not too late, but almost. They wait until they've lost their homes, their jobs, their businesses, their families, and then they decide it's time to do something. I guess the thing that we should be asking ourselves, or you should be asking yourself if you have a cocaine problem, is what do I want instead? Do I really need to escape, or can I just deal with things a little bit at a time so that I can be able to cope with whatever happens? Or is there another way to feel that rush, that high, that excitement? I know lots of people who feel excited about many things, and they can go right into that state of excitement just by remembering. For me, for example, flying my airplane, to me that's excitement. That's being excited. Scuba diving all around the world, that's exciting. And you could probably stop now and think of something, more than one something, that causes you to feel a rush, an excitement, a good feeling. So they are out there, and we can change the way we connect our feelings and disconnect them from that habit of using cocaine. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of fallout. People who use cocaine over long periods of time, repeatedly, start to have certain difficulties like hallucinations, mania, delusions of grandeur, that sense of invincibility, hallucinations that go to the point of the extreme. Sometimes it takes the form of tremendous lying. Now, one gentleman that came to see me a few years ago came to see me because his friends noticed that he was behaving differently. They noticed that he had these delusions of grandeur, and he was telling really big whoppers that there was no way it could be true. Consequently, he decided to come for help before he lost his business and before he lost everything in his life. And of course, he stopped. It only took him, I think it took 2 sessions for him to completely stop the use of cocaine. Because by utilizing the cocaine, what happens is over a period of time, it simply becomes an automated pattern of behavior. And you can de-automate it. You can disconnect the feeling of excitement to cocaine and begin to have other anchors and other wonderful connections to good feelings, beliefs, behaviors, whatever it is that you enjoy that causes you to feel excited, happy, that gives you that rush. Or you could do one of the things that I did. You could just simply jump out of an airplane and free fall 6,000 feet. That's a rush. There's so many things that are so much healthier for us to be able to do, that causes us to feel better and happier about our lives. And remember, cocaine is so destructive that it can lead to terrible, terrible illnesses. It can lead to hypertension. It can lead to heart conditions. I've known of people whose hearts have exploded. Obviously, it is an addiction that can lead to death. And I'd like to ask you, what would you rather have instead? Would you rather have excitement and joy and happiness without all the fallout from cocaine? Because you can begin to disconnect that. You can begin to pay attention to the way you think, the way you feel, the way you experience things. Now, if you'd like some help with this, feel free to contact any one of our team. I firmly believe that we can help you utilizing NLP and hypnosis.